excited. I'm here to sip and spill the tea with Mr. Leonard Ellerbe. First off, my son's good. Now get to it. Tank be playing nice with Ryan after that win. Okay, let's go to even the Ryan Devin Haney fight. It was the most craziest fight week I've ever seen. Probably, I don't know if it was crazy for you because you've been in boxing much longer than I have, but it happened. Fight happened. Weight can't be blamed because people accepted money. Ryan, I would maybe want to see a Tank rematch fight. You think, are you guys maybe entertaining that idea after Ryan's performance?
Tank is focused on Frank Martin. That's what's in front of him. If they happen to get together down the road or whenever, it would be another big fight. He can't beat Tank though, under no circumstances.
It's funny because when right when I saw Ryan win, I'm like, let me go to Tanks, let me go to Shakur, let me see what these fighters are saying. Let me see Teofimo. And I love Tank. He's like, thank you for beating Devin. Like, let's celebrate.
Oh wow!
And I think he did. He tried to give Ryan his real phone number. Remember, I told you he gave him the wrong number. Anyway, those kids, you guys are funny, but I love for you guys all the fight. Tank versus Martin. You know what? Again, I have to thank the boxing gods once again because it's in Vegas, not in Houston.
Oh yeah, it's a huge fight.
Yeah.
At the MGM.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, at the MGM. Really excited. Tank made the announcement.
Didn't he announce it a little too early? I heard that someone said that he got too excited. Tank, I think, even said I got too excited announcing it, but then Benavidez had to announce it. I don't know. And that's a good card.
No, Tank. It's Tank's show. So Tank.
Oh, so
Tank put it out there. He put the graphic up of him and Benavidez fighting on the undercard.
Okay.
So again, that's a tremendous card. Tremendous card. Benavidez he's hot right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very good fighter. That's going to be an excellent fight. And obviously you got Tank and Frank.
Yeah, even someone said to David, they're like, why do you want to be a co-main to Tank if you and David is like, what are you talking about? That's a great undercard to be a co-main to Tank because he brings numbers.
Yeah, and Tank's that guy. Everybody knows Tank the hottest guy in boxing. Mm-hmm. So again, it's good. I'm really, really excited, for this card. See Tank back in action and doing what he do.
Mm-hmm. There's so much to talk about. All right, so then we saw the card that was announced, and the Saudis are bringing it to the U.S. Terrence Crawford, Israel Mardimov, Isa Cruz, and Rayo, just a whole list of people. And I did see Golden Boy, your bestie.
Yeah.
And
right.
but then your other bestie, Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, right.
You got to choose sides here now, because one saying you were not going to come to my city to promote my sport. I totally understand it, and Eddie, Oscar tweeted that he said it to basically Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn responded. He's like, I'm an international promoter. I have 18 world champions. You have 4. So now it's become real personal because it's at the BMO in Los Angeles, and they're saying it's a DAZN card, but Eddie Hearn, I guess, is running the show. Technically, I don't know.
Is it a DAZN card?
People are saying it is. I have no freaking.
Is that what it's
they didn't say. That's a thing.
Okay, so
but I go every promoter is on there.
So one, let's give props to all the promoters involved with coming together, putting the egos aside, and making good fights.
And that's what it should be.
Yeah, making good fights. I don't know what Oscar's talking about. He don't own LA. He don't own LA, so people can come do the fights. Yeah. I don't know what he probably was on, but I probably do know what he's on. But at the end of the day, it's a terrific card. Yeah. You would have to actually be a hater to not like the card.
It's such a good card.
Yeah, it's a great card. It's one of the better cards I've seen put together in recent memory, top to bottom.
Thank you, His Excellency Turkey Ali Sheikh.
Yeah,
he brought everyone together.
Yeah, and you got to give him credit, for putting up the money and financing this event. You got to give him credit and respect.
Yeah. Now, there was this one thing that it was sad to see. Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather got on a call. I don't know if you saw it, but it was a little. It was like one of those calls that you didn't want to see put out in public. Bill Haney was saying things, and I get it. He's hurt because of what happened. It was a loss, and I totally, emotions are running. Floyd is, saying stuff, but there were things said. I'm like, yo, you shouldn't be saying things like that. Like, you can't involve kids. You just can't involve things like that. Did you catch any of it or read about it?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you laugh, or you just like, boys will be boys, or men will be men?
No, because it's at the end of the day, they took an L, so you got to accept that. You got to accept that and go back and see the mistakes that you made, and you got to move on. As far as the disrespect to Floyd Mayweather, it's just something you just cannot do. Like, and I'm talking about as far as the boxing stuff. I'm talking about as far as about questioning his legacy and this and that. You just can't do those kind of things. And, so at the end of the day, he said what he said and Floyd said what he said. And that's kind of that. But at the end of the day, young fighters and people involved in their careers, you got to respect people who come before you. It's just a must. It's just a must.
I know Bill Haney was saying it's the Devin Haney era, and whatever Devin learned from Mayweather whenever back in the day, and I totally understand that. And the torch wasn't passed down; it was taken.
And again, I'm glad you brought that up. This is something we got to stop doing. Okay, there's a difference between promoting the young fighter and then disrespecting someone.
Yeah.
There ain't no damn torch been passed. Let's call it what it is. Stop comparing these fighters to the fighters who went before. Floyd is a Hall of Famer. In my eyes, he's the best ever to do it. He's a fucking legend. He beat everybody. He beat over 26 world champions. Okay? Who the hell are you going to compare Floyd to? And I know that there was, but again, like me personally, it's about me. It's like, because again, I don't take it personal because it's like Bill's not on my level, so I don't take it personal. He hadn't done what I've done in the sport of boxing. Okay, I know more than he will ever know. Okay, so therefore he's just promoting his son, and I get it. I get it. He's and he's done a good job with getting him to this level.
Yeah.
He's done a really good job, and I've been on record with saying that. But to be going back and forth and all the I'm not with that. I'm not.
So icky to watch.
Yeah, I'm just not with that. Again, it's just sometimes wrong choice of words, and it's he's just promoting his kid, but then you can't disrespect a legend. What has Floyd got to do with this? I can understand if it was directed towards, because the fighter's gonna go back and forth, and I don't pay that no attention. I don't get into that because I know the guy that I work with, none of those guys can fuck with him. None of them can beat Tank Davis. So I don't take it personal because it's the build. They're trying to get to where Tank is at. They're trying to get to what, and so I get it. But then I don't necessarily agree with it, but I don't pay it no attention either.
Yeah. Now, with Haney's style, because he said it, meet me in the center of the ring. I think that was the worst thing to say because Ryan sure met him in the center of the ring. Totally bad game plan. Haney's a boxer. He should have just boxed. People are saying maybe Bill Haney needs to step aside and get a trainer because Ryan's dad used to train him. Then he went to Eddie Reynoso, then went to Joe Goosen, and then now he's with Derek James. Do you think, all hate aside, just as a strict boxing person, do you think that maybe Haney should find another trainer and his dad can be a co-trainer?
That's none of my business. I'm not in that, as he say, I'm not in the Devin Haney business. So whatever Devin chooses to do, that's on him and his dad. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I really don't have an opinion on that.
He will plead the fifth on anything I asked him about that. Now, Ryan Garcia, he's called out everyone. He wants Isak for when he says he can't make 140. He'll find a way to make 140 to fight Isak, or maybe come in 3 pounds heavier. He wants Fundora. We saw what happened with Fundora with Tim Tszyu. He wants anyone now.
He
wants Errol Spence. I don't want him to fight. I think Errol's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Ryan Garcia is coming off of a terrific win for him. So he's saying a lot of things, and he's going to continue to say a lot of things. So you have to just, again, you have to wait and see whatever he's going to do. You have to just wait. But one thing's for sure, is that he can't fuck with no Tank Davis on no level.
I would love to see the rematch. Just because if Ryan, it's still the whole weight issue with Tank. I get it, whatever. Like I said, it happened. It happened with Bill and Devin. It happened with you and Tank. Like, you guys all signed on the dotted line. Y'all got paid. You guys wanted the fight. Now, if Tank and him came at, he said he would fight Tank at 145, 144, 145. So, and I don't know, because they say they call the shots. You guys call the shots.
Ron Garcia never dictate no terms to Tank Davis. So let's just start with that. And if they do meet somewhere, when I say somewhere, meaning down the road, whenever, he can't beat Tank Davis. I'm going to stand on that. He can't beat him. He can't beat him. IQ, everything is just on another level. On another level. The shit he think about doing, Tank already 2 steps. That wasn't a very difficult fight for Tank Davis. Actually, it was probably one of his easiest fights. Just being honest.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, just being honest.
That's why I'd like to see the rematch, because if with this rejuvenated Ryan, and obviously it's not going to happen next, but I think if the fans call for it, and who knows what might happen down the road. Yeah, who knows what might happen down the road. But I'm confident, very confident. Tank Davis ain't thinking about none of that. He's focused on what's in front. On 15 June, and just like me. How's he doing? How's his daughter? How's everything with him?
He's doing really good. Again, it's that he's enjoying being a great dad, and he's just anxious about getting back in the ring, and that's going to be here very shortly.
It really is. I'm so excited because it's going to be here in June, MGM. You know what? I saw your essentials. Can you, Jay, since you said you're buddies with him, you're like besties, why not hook us up with some essentials? I was just saying we need some hoodies to shoot in. We don't mind wearing essentials, right? Fear of God. Right? Yeah, because I'm always in, I could rock your stuff.
We got you.
You hear that, Jay? You hear that fear of God? With this Terrence Crawford fight, because now we see Benavidez fighting. He has a big fight on and if he wins against the Nail, he fights the winner of Better Be Beevil. Benavidez does. So that's a good card. And when His Excellency says, "I want this," and gives you a boatload of money, y'all gonna make it happen. Terrence Crawford, if he beats Mardimov, he gets to fight possibly Fundora, and he's looking to go 3-time undisputed. These are the fights that need to happen. Do you think we're in a good place in boxing right now, or we still need a little bit more? Because everyone's saying Turki Al-Sheikh is saving boxing right now. He's for the fans.
Well, it's not about who's saving boxing. It's like, again, these matchups. And people working together. Big fights are made when they make sense for all the parties involved. And that's really what it comes down to. And I think that all the promoters will kind of agree with that. Some in the past and still in the present, there is, you have one entity that has the biggest fighters. Okay? So therefore, you got the other entities, they looking, the reason why they saying that you won't come play with us is because they don't have what you have. You know what I mean? So I guarantee you, Bob Arum had all the top fighters, then how he likes to make all his in-house fights, nobody else will be getting no opportunities.
That's true.
It just happens to be that the guy who's running the sport, happens to be over here, and I'm not going to say this side or that side, but again, so that's where a lot of the criticism comes from. But at the end of the day, it's good to see everybody, working together with fights that make sense.
How come Mayweather, or maybe you guys offered it, how come you guys never signed Jaron Boots Ennis? He's a talent.
Yeah, I always have thought that I wanted to work with him. It's a great signing for Hearn and Matchroom. Again, not a hater. It's a terrific signing, and we'll see what happens with his career. I hear that they're going to go to Philadelphia, which is a great move. But again, it's like, it's not as easy as people think. You just because you sign with a promotional company, it's still a lot of work to be done, and there's a method to the madness. It's a method to the madness. It's like no matter how much money you got, it's very hard to make a guy into an attraction. It can be done, but it's not as easy as people think. It's a process over a period of time. I've mastered it, but it's very, very hard to do. And it's when I talk about it's time consuming, and you really have to, a lot of pieces have to work and you have to have a lot of relationships and timing and know-how, and it's just not about having money. It's not about having money.
And lastly, how's Rolly doing?
He's doing good.
Yeah.
I spoke with him day before yesterday. Always checking on him. He's doing good. He's in good spirits. He had a bad night, but he'll be back.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
Oh, good. I hope he's back. And I saw him posting a little bit. He bought himself a new chain and a new car. I was like, good for you.
Yeah.
Go enjoy a holiday. Go invest in real estate.
Yeah.
Just go have fun. But I would love to see him back in the ring.
He's in very good spirits, and he's gonna be okay.
Good. I hope to see him in the ring soon. Well, not too soon. Go enjoy yourself, Rolly. All right. Go enjoy yourself, Leonard Ellerbe. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us for the big fight. It's a big fight weekend, Canelo versus Munguia. Two Mexicans at it, and then it's on to the next. Oh, I'm so excited for Tank, and I get to work that fight.
Oh, good.
Hopefully, because I live here, but Jay, because if it was in Houston, it's a no-go.
Right.
That's why I was like, thank you, boxing guy. Everything. Carmel Moton when he fought, and then he got elevated. He's fighting on this undercard. Yes.
No, he's not now. He had a slight little tweak in his arm yesterday, so I pulled him from the card. They want to take no chances with him not being able to 100%. He's young. So he'll be right back.
Hopefully he can fight on the Tank card. Hopefully, maybe.
We're definitely going to see.
We don't know.
We don't know. But he'll be back soon.
Okay.
He'll be back soon.
All right, Leonard, it's always great catching up with you, sipping the tea, spilling it, finding out your opinions on your besties in boxing. I was like, maybe one day you'll have a song for Eddie Hearn, rap it. You hear Ryan's new song?
Yeah, actually I did. Yeah, I saw, actually, somebody sent me something with Jake Paul or something, I was listening to it. Yeah. Ryan's a character.
Ryan's fine.
Yeah, he's a good young man. I don't like calling these guys kids. He's a good young man.
I call him a kid because they're kids to me. They're good young men.
He's having fun.
The best troll ever.
Yeah, he's having fun. He's having fun. That's what he should be doing, living his life.
All right, Leonard, I'll let you go, but you guys tune in. Canelo Munguia, May 4th, and then also Tank is coming back. Abdul Wahid, Gervonta Davis, not sure what name. Frank Martin. I mean, Ryan said Tank's gonna lose to Frank Martin, but hey, it's boxing. We shall see.
Ryan don't believe that shit. Ryan don't believe that. I mean, that's a stablemate. So he's got to say that.
He's got to say it. All right, guys. I'm Cynthia going there for the Best Women's Boxing Show, period. See you guys at the fights. Bye, guys.